Hi, I'm Stephen Ewashkiw from Adventure Yoga, and this is a 45-minute progressive practice through Surya Namaskar A and Surya Namaskar B. It's really a how to do Surya Namaskar A and Surya Namaskar B in a beginner's practice. So we'll build some heat, and we'll move through these practices, but I will also be breaking them down and teaching them to you in a progressive way. So please unroll your mat, and let's get started. Welcome. Please stand in Tadasana at the top of your mat. Have your feet about hip distance apart and feet parallel to each other, toes pointing roughly straight ahead. Stretch your arms down at your sides and look forward. Tadasana. Steady your breath. Stretch your arms up overhead, hands shoulder distance apart, Urdhva Hastasana. Stretch through your arms, stretch through your legs. Bend your knees a little, fold forward, and touch the ground. Uttanasana. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that you can touch the ground. And then relax your head and fold over your legs. Uttanasana. Gently push down and forward with your fingertips to help move your chest back towards your thighs a little more firmly. Steady your breath. Let's come up to Ardha Uttanasana, that half lift. Push through your fingertips. Keep your knees bent if they're bent. Straighten your arms and look down and lengthen through your spine. Move your shoulders away from your ears. Stretch long through your neck. Ardha Uttanasana. And steady your breath. To help lengthen your spine, with your fingertips push down slightly and grip the mat but pull back slightly so that you can find a little more length for your spine. And then push down and forward slightly with your fingertips to help you move into Uttanasana, the forward fold. Let's do a couple more of those. Ardha Uttanasana, pull back with your fingertips, lift your chest, straighten your arms. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Push forward with your fingertips. Pull back with your fingertips, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Push forward with your fingertips and fold forward, Uttanasana. One more like this. Ardha Uttanasana. Straighten your arms, lift your chest, and Uttanasana. Fold forward. Place your hands on your waist. Keep your knees bent, and if your legs are straight, bend your knees just a little here. And stand up. Stretch your arms out at your sides. Tadasana. Again, stretch your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach up, inhale, and fold forward. Touch the ground. Uttanasana. Fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Exhale. Two more like that. Ardha Uttanasana. Pull back with your fingertips. Straighten your arms. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Notice that I'm doing this with bent knees. I recommend you do this with bent knees. Exhale. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, Uttanasana. Place your hands flat on your mat so your wrists are roughly shoulder distance apart. You can bend your knees as much as you need to place your hands flat. Step one leg back, and then the other leg back. Come into plank pose, Halakasana. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Push through your fingertips. Push through your toes. Move your belly towards your spine. That's not an instruction to lift your hips, but more to tone your abdomen. Plank pose. Look straight down. and bring your knees down to the ground. Shift your hips forward just a little to take any bump in your hips out of the pose. Then bend your elbows a little. Point your elbows back towards the back of your mat and bend your elbows a little more. Bend your elbows a little more, but don't collapse to the ground. So be in charge of how much you bend your elbows. Bring your hips down to the ground. Untuck your toes, keep your chest lifted, look forward. Roll your shoulders back and lift your chest up. Cobra Bhujangasana. Push down through your toes and breathe. And then come to all fours. Lift your hips up and move your hips back. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees. Lift your hips up and move your chest back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent. We're going to do bent knee, down dog while we move through Surya Namaskar A. Move your chest back. Bring your ears in line with your biceps though, so your neck is engaged. And lift through your hips. Down dog. Steady your breath. Look between your hands, even look beyond your hands, and exhale. And with your breath out, walk forward. Take as many steps as you need. Come up onto your fingertips. Lift your chest, straighten your arms. Ardha Uttanasana. Pull back a little to lengthen your spine. And fold forward. Push your fingertips forward to help you fold forward. Keep your knees bent. Uttanasana. Push down through your feet and stand up. Reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands shoulder distance apart, palms facing each other. Bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana. Cool. We'll make this a little more like the traditional Surya Namaskar A. Instead of doing the 3 Ardha Uttanasanas, we'll just do it once like we normally would. Inhale, stretch your arms up. I'm also going to instruct breath. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, get a little lift and straighten your arms. And then place your hands flat and exhale. Step one leg back and the other. Plank pose. Bring your knees to the ground. Shift your hips forward just a little. Stay here. Inhale. We'll do this work on Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend your elbows. Point them back towards your feet. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend your elbows a little more. Don't collapse to the ground though. So be in charge of your practice. Be in charge of how much you bend your elbows. If you can bend your elbows all the way to shoulders as high as your elbows, do that, but don't be in a rush. Bring your hips down to the ground. Place your feet flat. Lift your chest some and roll your shoulders back. Cobra Pose. In that work of lowering down, I would rather you take your time and lower a little today and a little today, and then maybe tomorrow you'll be able to lower down a little bit more. If you just collapse down to the ground, tuck your toes under, lift your hips and move your hips back, all fours. If you just collapse down to the ground every time, you're never building the strength and the focus you need to do that pose, Chaturanga Dandasana. Move into downward facing dog. Lift your knees, lift your hips, and move your chest back. And steady your breath here. Look forward. Exhale. And with your breath out, walk forward. Come up to your fingertips. Lift your chest. Inhale. Straighten your arms. And fold forward. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Stand up and reach up. Inhale. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale. Tadasana. Let's do that again. Inhale. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Touch the ground. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, lift your chest, straighten your arms. And exhale, step back to plank pose. Now you get a choice. You can keep your knees off the ground or bend your knees and bring them down to the ground like we've been doing. I'll do this with knees up, so if you're watching, you can see what that's like. Bend your elbows a little, whichever variation you've chosen. Point your elbows back towards your back of your mat. Again, don't collapse to the ground. Only bend your elbows as long as you can keep yourself from collapsing. If you can bring shoulders as high as your elbows, that's the full fit form of Chaturanga Dandasana. Everybody bring your hips down, untuck your toes, place your feet flat, lift your chest, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Tuck your toes under. You can move through all fours or go straight up into down dog. Knees up, hips up and back, ears in line with your arms. Lift up and back through your butt. Steady your breath. Look forward, exhale, and walk forward. Come up to your fingertips, Ardha Uttanasana, inhale, Uttanasana, exhale, fold forward. Stand up and reach up. Inhale, bring your arms to your sides, Tadasana, exhale. The next 2 rounds I'll give a lot less direction so that you can just feel the poses and do what's appropriate for you. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Straighten your arms, lift your chest. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Place your hands, step back. Halakasana, plank pose. Choose knees up or knees down. Inhale here. And exhale, bend your elbows. Bend your elbows a little more. Bend your elbows a little more. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Hips down, feet flat. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, and walk to the top of your mat. Come to your fingertips. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Straighten your arms. Exhale, forward, fold forward, Uttanasana. Stand up and reach up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Arms to your sides, Tadasana. Last Surya Namaskar A. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, step it back to plank pose. Choose knees up or down. Inhale here, tone your belly. And then exhale, make your way to your Chaturanga, wherever you can keep yourself from collapsing. Hips down, feet flat. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and bend your knees. Lift your heels, look forward, and with your breath out, walk forward. Come to your fingertips. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold forward. Exhale. Stand up. Inhale, reach up. Bring your arms to your sides. Exhale. Tadasana. Steady your breath in Tadasana. Bring your feet together, like right together. Stretch your arms out to your sides, and then turn your palms up. Stretch your arms up, and instead of stopping at Urdhva Hastasana, bring your hands together, straighten your arms, and stretch up. Bring your arms out to your sides, palms up. Turn your palms down. Bring your arms down to your sides. Similar, with one change. Inhale, stretch your arms out to your sides. Exhale, turn your palms up. Inhale and look up. And then exhale, stretch your arms up. Bring your hands together. Squeeze your fingers together and stretch up. Urdhva Namaskar, upward prayer pose. Inhale, stretch your arms out to your sides, palms up. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, turn your palms down, and exhale your arms to your sides. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, palms up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch up, hands together, fingers together. Urdhva Namaskar. Inhale, stretch your arms out to your sides, and exhale, look forward. Inhale, turn your palms down. Exhale, bring your arms to your sides. Cool. Now just do that in one motion. Stretch your arms up, look up, bring your hands together. And now look forward. You might have to wiggle your head in front of your arms. Stretch up, side bend to the right. In Tadasana. Squeeze your legs together, squeeze your arms straight, even squeeze the back of your head and side bend a little more. And smile. Come up to center. And exhale, in Tadasana or crescent pose to the left. Work to straighten your arms, squeeze your head, squeeze your legs together. Come up to center and bring your arms down to your sides. Surya Namaskar B. We'll go steady and slow as we did with Surya Namaskar A, and then we'll get a little bit faster, a little bit closer to the flow of the Surya Namaskar. To start, bend your knees, lean forward, and touch your fingertips onto the ground. But it's different from what we did in the forward fold. Bend your knees even more, and then look forward. Walk your hands beside your feet. Squeeze your knees together, squeeze your legs together, and stretch your hips back. Keep squeezing your legs together so you can bring your hands off the ground. Stretch your arms straight ahead. Turn your palms to face each other. Lift your head and chest. Lift your chest away from your legs some, and then stretch your arms up. This is called Utkatasana, sometimes called chair pose, but Utkata means fierce. And it feels pretty fierce in my legs right now. Stand up, reach up, and bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana. Utkatasana. Bend your knees, stretch your arms up. Tadasana. Exhale. Utkatasana. Bend your knees, move your hips back, lift your arms up. Tadasana. One more Utkatasana here. Squeeze your legs in, bend your knees, move your hips back, stretch your arms forward, and then up. And then Uttanasana, the forward fold. Fold forward, touch the ground. Because your feet are together, you may find that you need to bend your knees more than you did in Surya Namaskar A. So if you need to bend your knees to touch the ground, just bend your knees so you can touch the ground. Relax your head and fold over your legs. Just like in Surya Namaskar A, push forward a little with your fingertips so you can move your chest back more firmly towards your thighs. Ardha Uttanasana. Again, you may need to bend your knees more than you did in the Surya Namaskar A. That's because your legs are together and your pelvis can't move as much here. So straighten your arms, lift your chest, look straight down. To help find more length for your spine, pull back a little with your fingertips without actually moving your hands, but it might move your shoulders and help you find more length in your neck. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Push your fingertips forward a little. Bend your knees more. We're going back to Utkatasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Let's take it a little bit further. Utkatasana. Bend your knees, stretch your arms up. Inhale. And then exhale, fold forward and touch the ground. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Straighten your arms, lift your chest, inhale. And place your hands flat. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And step one leg back. Step the other leg back. Plank pose, Halakasana. Push through your hands and your toes. Tone your belly. Bring your knees down to the ground. Shift forward a little just to tuck your butt and bend your elbows. If you were practicing chaturanga with your knees up, you can do that here. Bend your elbows. Don't collapse to the ground, just like in Surya Namaskar A. Do what's appropriate for you, but this time, keep your hips off the ground, place your feet flat, and bring your knees up off the ground as you look forward and up, upward facing dog. So instead of cobra, we're playing with Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders back and expand your chest. And tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. If you're ready to straighten your legs in downward facing dog, in Surya Namaskar B, I'm going to let you do that. So you can straighten your legs, straighten your arms, lift your hips up and back. But if you would like to keep your knees bent here, absolutely keep your knees bent. It will help you find more length for your spine. Look forward, bend your knees, lift your heels, and walk forward. Bring your feet together, come to your fingertips, straighten your arms, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold forward, Uttanasana. And next is fierce pose or chair pose. Bend your knees, lift your arms up, inhale, and exhale, Tadasana. Let's do that again, and we're going to add in Warrior One a couple of times to bring in the full sequence of Surya Namaskar B. Inhale here in Tadasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Utkatasana. Inhale. Uttanasana, fold forward, exhale. Ardha Uttanasana, get a little lift in your chest, and then exhale, step it back to plank pose. Again, you can do this with your knees down or up. Inhale, bend your elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full Chaturanga is done with your shoulders as high as your elbows and your body straight. But I want you to play with your strength and your ability. Upward facing dog, place your feet flat. Keep your hips off the ground, bring your knees off the ground, and lift up through your chest. Expand your chest. Even look up and lengthen your neck. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And this is where we add Warrior One. So look at your hands. Come right up onto your fingertips. This is going to give you more height, more space to step forward. Lift your right leg up and back, and then bend your right knee. Shift forward, step your right foot in between your hands. Look back at your left foot. Step it forward a little bit and turn it in so your toes are pointing forward some rather than foot straight to the short edge of your mat. If you have a Warrior One practice, you can line up like I'm doing, which is heel to heel. But if you're newer to Warrior One, I recommend a bit of space between your heels. Stretch your right knee forward over your ankle. Push down through your feet. Bring your hands to your hips and lift your torso. Look forward. With your hands on your waist, pull your left hip forward. Stretch your right knee forward. Stretch your arms up, hands shoulder distance apart. Now before we started Surya Namaskar B, we played with looking up and bringing our hands together in Urdhva Namaskar. If you've got tight or strong shoulders, you can stay here with your hands in Urdhva Hastasana, hands shoulder distance apart, looking forward. But if you'd like to take it a little further, you can look up, squeeze your fingers together, bring your hands together into Urdhva Namaskar Either of those positions, Urdhva Namaskar or Urdhva Hastasana, are great for Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Bring your hands down to the ground, step back to plank pose, and choose knees up or down, and lower into your chaturanga. That means don't collapse to the ground, but bend your elbows as is available. Untuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips off the ground, upward facing dog, and tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Look at your hands, come up onto your fingertips. Lift your left leg up and then shift forward, bend your left knee, and step your left foot between your hands. Look back at your right foot. Step it forward a little and turn your right heel down. Turn your right toes forward a lot. Stretch your left knee over your ankle. Again, for final form of Warrior One, we line up heel to heel. But if you're newer to the pose, I recommend a bit of space between your heels. It just helps move in your pelvis. So I'm going to do the slightly wider stance on this side so that if you're watching, you can see what that's like. Push down through your feet, stretch your left knee forward, bring your hands to your waist, and look forward. So having your feet slightly wider apart allows you to find square hips a little bit better here. There's a little more ability to move in your hips. So everybody pull your right hip forward with your right hand, stretch your left knee forward. Push through your right foot and stretch your arms up. Start with hands shoulder distance apart, Urdhva Hastasana, and look forward. And then if you'd like to take it further, look up, bring your fingers together, and bring your hands together. Stretch up, Surya Namaskar A B. But again, if you're tight in your shoulders or your shoulders are really strong, I recommend Urdhva Hastasana, gaze forward, hands shoulder distance apart. Bring your hands down to the ground and step it back to plank pose and choose knees up or down and lower into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep your shoulders lifting away from the ground though rather than dropping. Place your feet flat, upward facing dog, knees off the ground, hips off the ground, and downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Bend your knees, exhale, look forward, and walk to the top of your mat. Bring your feet together. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Come up to your fingertips, straighten your arms, stretch through your spine. Forward fold, Uttanasana, exhale. Fierce pose or chair pose, bend your knees. Utkatasana, sit deeply, lift your arms, lift your chest, and stand up. Tadasana. And there we are, doing Surya Namaskar B. Sun Salutation B. We'll do it again, a little bit steadier, with a lot less instruction, so you can start to get into the flow. Bend your knees, sit deeply, Utkatasana. Inhale, and exhale, fold forward, touch the ground, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, lift your chest, inhale, step back to plank pose, exhale. Choose knees up or down, and inhale. And then exhale, bend your elbows, and find your Chaturanga. Work to not collapse to the ground so that you can build strength for this pose. Inhale, up dog, feet flat, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. And step your right leg forward. Inhale. Look back at your left foot, step it forward some, turn your heel in. Exhale. Look forward, stretch your right knee forward, and inhale, rise up, reach up, choose your arm variation, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale here. Push down through your back foot, stretch your right knee forward, reach up, inhale. Bring your hands down to the ground, step back to plank pose, and exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Choose knees up or down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And step your left leg forward. Inhale, look back at your right foot and turn it in and down. Stretch your left knee forward and look forward. Exhale. Inhale to rise up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Choose your hand variation. Exhale. Inhale, stretch up. Push through your back foot. And exhale, hands down. Step it back to plank pose and Chaturanga Dandasana, whatever that is for you today. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale. Bring your ears in line with your arms. Exhale. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale. Bend your knees. Lift your heels. Look forward. Exhale. Walk to the top of your mat with your breath out. Come to your fingertips, feet together. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. And fold forward. Uttanasana. Exhale. Chair pose, fierce pose. Bend your knees. Inhale. And exhale. Tadasana. Surya Namaskar A B again. Utkatasana. Inhale. This is our last one. Exhale. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale. Half lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Step back and choose knees up or down. With your exhale, lower. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. And step your right leg forward. Spin your left heel down. Pause. Inhale. Stretch your right knee forward. Look forward. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Warrior 1. But then keep going. With your exhale, bring your hands down, step back, and lower. Knees up or down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And step your left leg forward. Spin your right heel down. Pause. Inhale. Look forward. Stretch your left knee forward. And exhale. Inhale. Virabhadrasana 1. And then keep moving. Exhale. Place your hands down. Step it back. And lower. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale. 3 breaths. Exhale. Steady your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees. Lift your heels. Look forward. And walk to the top of your mat. Bring your feet together. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. And fold forward. Uttanasana. Exhale. Bend your knees. Sit deeply. Utkatasana. Inhale. And Tadasana. Exhale. We did it. Surya Namaskar A and Surya Namaskar B. To help us find balance, let's do tree pose on either side. Well, on both sides. Turn your right leg out. Bring your right foot high inside your left leg. Start with your hands on your hips and work to find your balance here. If you're steady, bring your hands to your heart. And if you're steady there, stretch your arms up and choose Urdhva Hastasana, hands shoulder distance apart, arms straight, or bring your arms straighter, hands together, fingers together, squeeze the back of your head, Urdhva Namaskar Asana arms. Wherever you are, steady your gaze, steady your breath. And Tadasana. Turn your left leg out for Vrikshasana, tree pose, second side. Bring your hands to your waist and work to find stability here. When you're steady, bring your hands to your heart. And if you get steady here, stretch your arms up overhead. hands shoulder distance apart, or bring your arms closer together, bring your fingers together, bring your hands together, Urdhva Namaskar. Squeeze the back of your head with your arms, stretch up through your fingers, steady your gaze, steady your breath. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Bring your leg down, bring your arms down, Tadasana. And relax, sit down. We'll end with a gentle twist and a short Shavasana. Take your right leg underneath your left leg, bend your right knee, bring your right leg down to the ground. Cross your left leg over top of your right leg. This is the setup for Ardha Matsyendrasana, which means half Matsyendra's pose. He was one of the ancient sages of Hindu mythology. With your hands, pull your left knee in towards your chest. Take your left hand lower on your leg and keep hugging your left leg in. Take your right arm and hook it outside your left leg. Take your left hand to the ground behind you and look forward. Spread your fingers on your right hand. Move your left shoulder back. Sit up tall and then twist to the left. Just do a gentle twist here, just to cleanse our spine and help to calm our nervous system. So don't crank yourself into the pose. This should be a calming twist. Steady your breath. With an inhale, untwist and come back to center. Place your hands on the ground behind you, lean back. You can watch me to see how to do this one. We call this Tina Turner your legs. So what you do is lean back and then kick your left leg up and then kick your right leg up and then take your left leg underneath your right leg and cross your right leg over top. So a fun way to change sides. It goes a little faster and it looks like that. So you can join me with this or simply change the cross of your legs. Lean back, kick your legs up, left leg down, right leg over top. It's a little bit of fun towards the end of class. Hold your right leg and pull it in towards your chest. Take your right hand lower on your leg, keep hugging your right leg in, and then take your left arm, hook it outside your right leg, turn your palm out to the side and spread your fingers. Take your right hand to the ground behind you, look forward, sit up tall, move your right shoulder back, and then do a gentle twist to the right. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Half Lord of the Fishes pose. That's who Matsyendra was, the Lord of the Fishes. Steady your breath, steady your nervous system, and to steady your mind. Use an inhale to untwist. No fancy kicking unless you really want to do it here. Uncross your right leg, stretch your legs out in front of you. Pull your butt back a little bit. Dandasana. Place your hands beside your hips and sit up tall. If you can't reach the ground here, you can make fists to make the ground come a little bit closer. And then push down through your hands, shift your butt forward a little, and lie down. Keep your legs straight and together. Bring your arms to your sides. So do a Tadasana here, but on your back. And then we're just going to sit in Shavasana, lie down in Shavasana for a couple of minutes. Separate your feet. Turn your toes out. Turn your palms up at your sides and separate your arms away from your upper body a little. Close your eyes. And start to relax your breath. Take a quick scan of your whole body and relax. Relax everywhere you can. and get heavy on your mat so that you even start to feel light. Shavasana is your chance to process that work, the learning that you did in our progressive work through Surya Namaskar A and Surya Namaskar B. But that's passive work. So relax your mind, relax your breath, and let the work happen internally. All you have to do is rest. Start to deepen your breath. Move through your fingers and toes. That can help wake up your skin. Deepen your breath. Stretch out through your arms and your legs. Keep your eyes closed, bend your knees, and turn onto your side. If you can keep your eyes closed as you shift to sit upright, do that. It will help you stay inside. Push down through your arms, press yourself up, and come up to a seated position at the top of your mat. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Thanks for practicing. If you would like to join me to end your practice with one Om, please do. If you would rather listen, just listen. Exhale. Inhale. At the end of class, and at the beginning of class sometimes, we'll say Namaste. And it's done as sort of a call and response. I say it, then you say it back to me. Namaste has so many meanings. I don't want to really go into all of that here, because I want us to get on with our day. But a translation I use of Namaste when I'm teaching children is that it means, I see you. And even though we're across the divide of the digital realm, I see you. I see the hard work that you put in today. I see the focus and the challenges you faced. And I acknowledge that, and I honor that. I see you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you'd like to do a full class with me, I recommend this class here. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can do that by clicking right over there. If you've got any questions about this or any of my other classes, put it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thanks so much. See you soon.